Here in this video we will discuss about infinite series. Mainly we will focus on binomial expansion, right? Before talking about what is binomial expansion, I would like to tell you what is a series, what is a sequence. Suppose we have infinite elements of the form a1, a2, a3 and so on, an. Suppose we have infinite number of elements, fine. Then a collection of these infinite elements will be called as a sequence, fine. Or we can say that this is infinite sequence of elements, fine. Or simply we can say that this is infinite sequence. And when we add all these elements of any infinite sequence, for example, I am adding all these elements, and this can be written as a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on plus an, so on. We have infinite elements, right? So the addition of all these elements, this will be called as infinite series, fine. When we had not added all these elements, then we just said that this is an infinite sequence. When we added all those points, then it became infinite series, fine. And this addition of all the elements can also be represented with the help of sigma notation. For example, we have a1 plus a2 and so on plus an, so on. This sum can be denoted by this sigma. Sigma means addition of what? All these elements. These elements are of the form a, and there is something in the foot of this element, so we will represent those numeral with the value k, or you can use anything else also, r, s, t, x, anything, fine. Then we will mention the value of k. K varies from 1 to infinity because we were taking infinite elements. In case we know the value like the number of elements, then we can say that it is from 1 to n, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, in such ways. But now we had taken infinite elements, so what? So k varies from 1 to infinite, right? This is the way to, this is a way, or this is a symbol to write addition of elements in such ways. Now I just want to delve into what is binomial expansion. And binomial expansion is actually a kind of infinite series, and I will tell you which type of series is this. So obviously I'm saying binomial series, then there will be addition of some type of elements, fine. So let us say we have 1 plus x raised to power n, and we will apply binomial expansion over there. We have something, then we will expand this term with the help of binomial series. There are other ways of expanding some expressions also, but here I'm using binomial expansion. In my next videos I will explain other type of expansion series, like how we can expand any kind of algebraic expression. So this is 1 plus x raised to power n, and the formula is n c naught. C is combination of elements. I think you have done permutation combination, right? So it is that. I will tell you the formula for this. nc naught plus nc1, the second element, x, fine. Again nc naught, nc0, we can say nc1, then nc2. We will go sequence wise, in sequence, ठीक है, in increasing order or ascending order. Then x was also, or you can say that here x is having 0 power. Anything with power 0 is equal to 1. That is why I just skipped in the beginning, but in order to make it a bit clear, I would like to write x raised to power 0. So here x is having power 1, so nc2, so whatever is in the foot of c, that will be having, that will be the power of x. So nc2 x2. In such way we will move on, and let us say we reached to n value, and here it will be ncn x raised to power n, and the last term is n, so we will not exceed further. Fine. If we were having some other value of n, then we can proceed further also, but here the last value is n, so that is why n. And here the last value was infinite, we didn't know the value of n over there, so we just put x over there. Here we have given the value, so I just write the last term in such ways. Right now what I will do is I will expand this. Fine, I will fill the values of these terms, and then I'll get my value. Now what is the value of nc naught? Nc naught is actually is equal to 1, right? X raised to power 0 is equal to 1, nc naught is equal to 1, so 1 into 1 it will be 1. Now nc1 we know that nc1 is always, what is the value over here, we will write only that term. This is the value. For example, we had mc1, we will write m. Here nc1 is equal to n only, or I could say that nc1 is always equal to n, sorry, okay, n. Now write x over there. In the same way nc2, this will be equal to n minus 1 divided by 2 is the last term, so 2, before 2 comes 1, so we will write 1 into 2, right? The next term would be nc3, so for nc3 what I will write, n minus 1, n minus 2. Here it was nc2, we wrote 2 terms, n minus 1. Here also 2 terms, 1 2, and I forgot to write x square over there, x square. Fine. So this is a simple way to learn like how we can write terms over there. And here nc3, so we will write 3 terms, 1 2 3, n minus 1, n minus 2 divided by 1 into 2 into 3, and x cube, and so on up to last term. Right? In such ways we can write or expand our value. Now the condition of a binomial expansion is the x that we are using over here is the modulus of x should be less than 1 here. Fine. So this is a condition in order to apply binomial expansion on any algebraic expression. So modulus of x is equal to 1. If anything is the modulus of anything is less than equal to 1, how can we write it? So that term will be greater than minus 1, less than plus 1. Fine. So this term, and then negative and positive of this term. So this term will lies between negative and positive of this term. For example, I may have a modulus of x less than 2. This is just for example I am writing. This is the only condition of a binomial expansion, and this is just to tell you like how I have written over there. So if modulus of x is less than 2, I can write that x will be less than minus 2, and x will be greater than minus 2 and less than 2. Fine. So this was just for the knowledge. So we were talking about the condition of a binomial series. It is modulus of x will be less than 1, right? This is the condition, and here the value or the power of this expression would be an integer. What is n over here? N is an integer, so n cannot be any non-negative integer. Fine, n cannot be any non-negative integer, plus it cannot be a fraction. Why it cannot be a fraction, or why it cannot be a negative integer, I will explain it further, right? Like for example, you can consider a non-negative integer. Let us say n is equal to -2 and x is also equals to -2. Now we will expand this term, then I will prove that why we cannot take n to be non-negative integer. Let us say this is one equation, and equation 1 implies 1 plus -2 raised to power -2, the expansion of this term, right? It will be 1 plus the value of n is equal to -2, x is equal to -2, plus put all the values of n, -2 minus 1 divided by 1 into 2, x is -2, x is -2 raised to power 2, and so on, right? We will solve on the right hand side. This is equal to 1 plus 2 to the 4 minus plus. Now this is equal to -2 minus 3, 3 to the 6, and 6 divided by 2, and 2 to the 4, and so on, 2 to the 4, and it becomes 1 plus 4, 6 to the 12, and so on, right? On the other hand, if I see what is there on the left hand side, then I could say that 1 plus -2 is equals to -1, right? And this is square, so or we can say that -1, I'm sorry, you can say that minus, when 2 is taken down, then it will be this way, and square of any number will be equal to 1, and 1 has become equal to 1 plus 4 plus 12, the expansion on the right hand side. This is incorrect. This right hand side has been becoming more than 1, and on the left hand side we have 1 only, so this is something which is incorrect, right? So we can in order why I explained this, just to prove that we cannot take non-negative fraction, we cannot take non-negative integer and fraction, and in this way we can prove for fraction also. Fine. Now suppose we have any expression of the form a plus b raised, here we taken 1 plus x raised to power n. Suppose we do not have 1 over there, we have any expansion a plus b raised to power m. So how we can solve such type of problems just with the help of binomial expansion? So first of all, we will make this term or expression in the form of this expression. We will try to maintain 1 over there. Then how can we keep 1 over there? When we take a common from here, when a is taken out, so what will happen? It will be 1 there, and b divided by a, and we have all raised to power m, right? Now what will happen? A raised to power m, we will simplify it, a raised to power m, and 1 plus b upon a raised to power m. Now we got this expression of the form of 1 plus x raised to power n. We will apply this expansion over here. Fine. So what will happen? a raised to power this is m 1 plus m, then x is equal to b upon a, then m minus 1 divided by 1 into 2, then x square, here b upon a square. Fine. In this way we will move further. Now we can multiply a raised to power m with all this expression. What will happen? We will get a raised to power m plus m. When a raised to power m will go inside, then this a will come up. I just want to explain here. When a raised to power m will be multiplied with b upon a, then what will happen? Here a is having power 1. When this a goes up, then its power will become minus 1, right? Now we have these terms with same basis. The terms with same basis, their powers will be added. It will become m minus 1, right? In such ways we will get here a raised to power m minus 1 into b, right? And in the same way here m minus 1 divided by 1 into 2, here also we will do the same things. We will get a raised to power m minus 2 b square and so on. So this is the value, this is the expansion of a plus b raised to power m. This we can use in case we don't have the number 1 over there. And anyway, leave this. I just want to expand this. First of all, what we will get? We will get 1 plus, here this will come here n, then its value x by 2, then n minus 1 by 2 minus 1 divided by 1 into 2, right? Then x square, x is this, minus x by 2 square and so on, right? Again we will solve this. 1 minus plus, we will get x divided by 2 cross 2, 4. Fine. And here also what we will do over here, I want to solve it over there. You can write minus 2. Here minus 2 is multiplied with this one, 2 minus 1 minus 3 upon 2. Here this is 2, and here square of this term x square upon 2 to the 4, right? And minus plus 3 upon 4 upon 2, and what we have there, x square upon 4. Then this 4 will go down, 4 to the 8 into x square upon 4. This is 3x square upon 8 4s are 32. So the term that we will get over there is 3x square upon 32. In such ways we will move forward. So this is our answer. Like we have expanded this term with the help of binomial expansion, right? So in this ways we can expand any type of expressions, and in my further videos I will explain about other expansions, how we can expand any type of expression with other series. It was binomial series. Okay, thank you so much for watching.